Welcome back to my channel, ladies. Today I'm going to do my second video of my 2023 favorites. And this one is all about my high-end or more luxury or a little bit more expensive makeup products that I love. I will say this, I did find quite a few things, but mostly in certain categories I sort of went crazy on. But there's some things that I didn't buy anything new in the category and others that I bought a lot of. So with that, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, I do hope that you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, share this with a friend, and give it a big thumbs up. Let's get started. Next, we're going to move into my favorite category, and that's eyeshadows. My favorite, one of my favorite brands is Natasha Denona. She came out with her Love Face Palette. I am so sorry, that is really smeary. And I fell in love with this one instantly. Look at this. Like that. It has got 5 shadows, and it also has, lift this up, a blush and a highlighter. And I like how the blush and the highlighter are covered up in this because they're not going to get any eyeshadow colors on them. But in your blush is a cream blush. Look at the color on this. It's such a beautiful, soft pink. My colors, nice cool tone. I am cool undertone, so I love this. Would highly recommend this. This is something that you can take with you and all in one. Last but not least, and everybody's going to know what it is, the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Love this palette. This I would recommend for anyone. This is a neutral palette, but it's a softer neutral palette. I have the Glam palette, and I love that. That is my perfect cool tone neutral palette, and I use that a lot. I do use that a lot, but I showed it last year, so I didn't want to show it again. When this one came out, this is perfect. It is definitely neutral. It's got cooler. It has a couple of little bit warmer, but this is mostly neutral to cool tone, and I love it, and it's softer. So if you want that softer everyday look, this is perfect. And the shimmers, she's got different kinds of textures and shimmers. She's got a couple that are more like toppers in here this year, which I do love. If you wanted to use one of the neutral colors and then just put a shimmer on top of it for a one and done, this is perfect. Would highly recommend it. And we all know that Natasha Denona has got beautiful formulas. Then Huda Beauty, one of my other all-time favorite companies for eyeshadows, they came out with the Pretty Grunge palette. I could not wait to get this palette. And since I got it, I've been using it a lot because, again, it has got a lot of the fun, cooler tones. Ladies, I'm sorry, I'm picking a lot of them that are neutral or cool. Natasha Denona, that one is perfect. It is for everyone. This one, I think, is the same thing. It's got warmer tones over here. It's got cooler tones over here. I think this is a palette that anyone could use. The only downfall to this palette is this guy. I tried using this as a liner. It didn't work very well. So, but one shadow out of the whole thing, I would definitely recommend this. I love some of the shimmers that are in here. I'll show you some of these. Look at a couple of these shimmers. They are just gorgeous. And they're mattes. Look at the color payoff you get on those mattes. They're just beautiful. And they blend out so amazing. Would highly recommend it. I think it's worth the price. If I didn't, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't have it on my channel, but I do love it. One of the other companies that I just found this year and I just started using in July, it was recommended by Mandy Lee. She's another YouTuber, and I had never tried this brand, and that is Sydney Grace. Sydney Grace is a company that I cannot tell you. They just touch the hearts. Their packaging is beautiful. The way that they make their palettes, the names that they give, a lot of their eyeshadows, the cute names that they give. And they've had a couple of different collaborations. They had one with Mel, which had the Tiny Marvels. They had another one with another YouTuber, Mitzi Glitzy's. It's the Blessed palette. Would highly recommend that one. But two of my favorites are Enduring Love. Look at the palette. Look at the beautiful embossed like lace on it. Love that. And look at the colors that are in this palette. They are so beautiful. This just makes me think of such a, like love, like a romantic palette. I love these colors. They're neutral. There's some pinks in here, but you've got some different pops of colors, some purple, some green, some blue. Look at this silver. This is just amazing. Look at that. Look at their shimmers. Her shimmers are just to die for. They're so smooth, so metallic looking. Definitely would recommend these. The other one that I love is Love's Journey. These are two that I use all the time. Look at the packaging on this too. It just gets you. Now this one, to me, is a little bit more warmer toned. Put it like this. It's got some oranges or like peachy colors in here. It's got some greens, but they're more the olive greens in here. But then your bottom row has got your cooler tones that you can mix. And I love these. It's like Captivating, Dreamboat, Only You, Us, Fools in Love. I just love Dinner Date. The names that she picks for some of her palettes, they're just Everlasting Love, Kisses, Lovesick. They're just the cutest names. But more than that, her formulas are amazing. Look at the payoff on these. And they just blend so wonderfully. I would definitely recommend her products to anyone. Moving on to face, let's start with our concealers. There are 3 concealers that I picked this year that I really love. One of them is one that I got last year, but I use it a lot. It's one of my favorite, and a lot of people love this. This is the Kosas concealer. This is what I have under my eyes today. I love it. It's very lightweight and thin, but it has great coverage. You can see here, blend it out. It's just so nice and lightweight. This is not like a super thick, high coverage concealer. It gives you good coverage, but it's not super thick. It's nice and thin, and that's what I like about it. The next one that I love, and probably for the same reason, is the new Tower 28 concealer. Same thing. It's got a nice wand, but I love this wand. Look how thin this is. It's perfect for getting like right up in there and for concealing. And the doe foot bends. But look at the coverage on that. Even though it's thin and it flexes with you, flexes with my nice old little skin, it's not going to settle into all the fine lines. When you blend this out, look at that. It's not settling into fine lines or wrinkles. It's beautiful. Would recommend this for any age, but it is especially good for mature skin. And of course, everyone's favorite, the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. Love, 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 love this. When I got this, I was blown away. Again, I love this doe foot. It's skinny this way. It's wider this way. It fits right in there perfectly under your eyes. It's got like a little well in it, so you could pick up extra on it. But again, just like the other ones, it's got a nice, lightweight, thinner consistency to it. But when it blends out, it's not going to settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. It dries down beautiful, and it has a nice coverage to it. It's not thick and heavy. And as we get older, we do not want to put thick and heavy things under our eyes. Next, we're moving on to foundations. I have 2 that are my favorites this year. One is not a new one. It's a good favorite of mine, and that is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Love, love, love this. Highly recommend it. It is very lightweight and thin, but it has great coverage. The only downfall to this one is the pump. It sort of leaks, and it's not very good. If you can, I would recommend going on Amazon and seeing if you can find they have replacement pump heads for it. Well, I think I'm going to for my next bottle. This one's half gone. The other one that I just recently got a couple of months ago is the House Labs Foundation. I love this. This foundation to me is great for mature skin. It's got the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation, it's called, and it's got different things that adapt to your skin, and it helps. It's got like dimethicone and different silicones in it, which a lot of people are like, but actually those are what help give your skin that nice, smooth look. It's what I have on today. I love it. It doesn't settle into fine lines and wrinkles. It just is amazing, and it wears well. It stays on all day, and that is a plus for me as well. So would highly recommend the Haus Labs foundation. Moving on to contours and bronzers. My favorite contours are all cream products because to me, they blend in a little bit better and they look a little bit more natural on my skin. My favorite one actually is in two different versions, is Fenty. I originally got the Fenty in, this is called Amber 01, and you can definitely tell this is a cooler, more muddy undertone just by looking at it. And when you put it on, you can see that it's definitely more of a muddy undertone. And they have it now in a stick form. Now, I will tell you this. When I put these on, both of them, and they blend out just amazing. And you can see how nice they blend out. So it's going to give you a natural look. I never go on and like dab and then, or directly onto my skin. I will use a brush. I will take a brush and tap the top of the stick and then put it on, or the same thing with this one. I will take and either take a little bit on my finger and put it on the back of my hand and dip my brush in and then blend it in. This is what I'm wearing today, and you can tell how nice and natural it looks. It's got some contour to it, but it doesn't look like a streak. Love it. My other favorite, but that I've had for years, is the KVD one. I really like this one as well. Same thing, nice doe foot on it, but this one works a little bit different. And it is super, super concentrated. So again, I will take this, put it on the back of my hand, blend it out a little bit, and then I take and use a brush and I blend it out. It works great for a contour and it stays all day. KVD products are definitely long wear products, so I love those. As far as bronzers go, I have my all-time favorite. I do love the NARS bronzer, and this is in Laguna 02. This is the original, and this is what I have on today. And I mostly wear my bronzer up top and sometimes on my face to give it some color, because obviously your bronzer is a little bit warmer, but it blends in beautifully. Same thing, I take the brush and put it in there, maybe tap a couple times, and then put it on there because I don't want it lifting my foundation off. My two powder bronzers that I like are Hourglass, and I got this little mini, and I do like this one because this is a little bit more cool. I like it has different colors in here, some warm, some cool, some creams, and when you mix them all together, to me, it makes a perfect bronzer for someone who has a little bit cooler undertone. My other one, and you can tell this is very loved, and it's not new. In fact, you can't even see all of it anymore. It's Iconic London, and I do love this. This has got a huge pan on it. It is a different, more warmer undertone to it. This one is the medium bronze. I use this more in the summertime because in the summertime, I'm not as dry. So I will use this as my bronzer. My NARS is more my winter one. I will use this, and it gives, if I'm wearing a self-tanner, those normally your self-tanners are not going to have as cool of an undertone to them. So it has more of a warm to neutral. So this works perfect for that. So those are my favorite contours and bronzers. On to blush. My two favorite blush companies are both found at Sephora, or all three are found at Sephora. Two of them are cream and one of them is a powder. I fell in love with the Lys or LYS blushes last year. I bought their little trio at Christmas. Fell in love with it. I got that, and then this year I went back. Oops. And when they had their new set, in fact, I think I'm missing one. I think I left one downstairs of three more. I got the three again this year. These are amazing, ladies, for any skin type. The one I have on today is this one right here. And, oh gosh, cannot read that. Is Higher Standard. And I love this. It's a nice pink one. It goes with my pink sweater that I got. It's very natural looking. The same thing. Do not take this on your finger and dab it on. I don't do that. I tried that. It's highly concentrated. It'll build up. But I do drop my brush in, maybe tap it once on my hand, and then blend it out. And you can see it gives you beautiful natural color. And they have such beautiful, like neutral colors, or if you want to go nice and deep, they have this. And believe it or not, I wear this because it shears out beautifully, so it's not super dark. Don't be afraid of their colors because they blend out. If you want to put them, take that darker color because it's more of a, to me, like a burgundy or raspberry, you can do it, but just blend it out and it will look perfect. The other one is my other cream one that I use and I love, and I have several of them, is Rare Beauty. I purchased this big one and I loved it so much. When they had their special, I picked up those. Then this year I picked up, in fact, I think some of these were from last year, and I think 2 of them were from this year that also came with a couple of little highlighters. These are amazing, and these will last you forever. I mean, I can't believe how long I've had these. And they get beautiful colors, but they're so pigmented. You put literally that one little dot is enough for your whole face. It will blend out beautifully. Look how concentrated that little dot is. And I usually will dip my brush, blend it on a little bit, dip my brush in there, and then put it on. And when this gets on and it dries down, it is going to last you all day. You are going to love these. Highly recommend these. And they're affordable. And when they have kits, they're even more affordable. But these are affordable. And this little thing right here is going to last you a long time. So if you buy a big one, you're going to have it a long time. The other one that I got recently is this one from Give. And I do love this. This has got 2 different colors in it. So I like that. I like the coloring on this. I think it's coming up more purpley pink there, but it's not. It is definitely a cool tone pink, but it's got a matte shade and a shimmer shade. And I like that together because you can take your matte and put it on and then take your shimmer color and maybe put it at the top of it. And I like that because it gives you some different versatility in the look. You can do one that's just all shimmer if you like that, one that's all matte, or mix the 2 of them together, which is what I do most of the time. And I love that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is highlighters. And truthfully, I don't use highlighters a lot. But when I do, I want one that's not going to accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. And the one that I found is perfect for that is this one by Rare Beauty. And I think a lot of people love this one. And I love this color. This is called Mesmerize. And look at that. It is just beautiful. It feels like silk. And look at that. It just, but when you put it on, and you blend it out, I mean, that's putting a lot on. It doesn't have thick glitter or shimmer in it. It just gives you a shine. I mean, I put a lot on my finger, but I would normally put a little bit on, and it's just going to give you such a nice sheen. In fact, I normally don't, and just very lightly put a small amount on. And you can see it just gives me the softest, nice glow, but it doesn't accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. Love that. It's just powder. And I don't talk about powder a lot because I try not to use a lot of powder on my severely dry skin. But there are 2 that I will use, but I use them sparingly. I use them mostly to set under here, under my eyes, just to make sure that's okay, and maybe like right here or on my nose. And one of the ones, and I've talked about it before, is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed. I love the loose one as well, but I've bought in the pressed. Whoop. And you can tell I've made a big dent in this. I've actually hit pan in the middle because I do love this. And one of the reasons that I do love this is because it is talc free. That is hard to find. Any kind of face powder that has talc in it is going to severely dry me out. So if you have dry skin, you need to look for one that doesn't have talc. If you have oily skin, talc might be okay. I don't think talc is the greatest product in anything, but I would definitely avoid it in powders and eyeshadows. The other one that I like is from Makeup Forever. This is their Ultra HD Micro Finishing Loose Powder. And I love this one. This is what I have under my eyes today that I set my concealer with today. And you can see it is not looking dry. It is not looking cakey. It is not accentuating fine lines and wrinkles. And that, again, is because this does not have any talc in it. It's got silicone. It's got some dimethicone, which is going to give that smoothing and blurring look to your skin. So I love it and would highly recommend that for anyone with mature skin or dry skin. Actually, anyone. It gives you definitely what they say, a nice HD look. Last but not least are lip products. I did not buy a lot of lip products this year. I've tried a few, but not too many. So I'm going to go through these quick. I got several of them, but they're one brand. But the first lipstick that I bought, I did try the Charlotte Tilbury, and I do like this a lot. I've got the shade Pillow Talk. This is just a regular Pillow Talk. And I like this. This is a nice neutral, but it's a neutral that's got like a sort of a pink tone to it, so it doesn't totally wash you out. And I do like that a lot. Coloring on this, as you can see, it's a perfect like sort of pinky nude. So I think it's definitely what they say, it's worth the hype. Love that, would recommend that to anyone. The other lipstick that I got that was really funny is at the end of the year, it was this one from Huda Beauty, and you can see all the little glitter and shimmer and everything on it. But when you get the glitter and shimmer off, it gives a perfect little, it's like a nudie, plummy nude color to it, and I love it. And it's very moisturizing and creamy feeling. So you don't get a lot of that glitter. There might be a few little glitter flecks in there, but that's okay. The other one that I purchased that's more of a lip product, and this is the, if I can read this, Spark the Fire Plumping Lip Balm. I love lip balms, and I bought 2 of them this year that I do really love. And this is the one from Give. And you're thinking, wow, that is like a super dark purple, and you can't imagine me in that. But when you actually put it on, it's a balm. So it's right here. And you're going to see it doesn't come out as dark when you put it on your lips because it is a balm. So it doesn't look that dark, like super dark gothy color, and it blends out beautifully. It's very hydrating. Love that. The other one that I got was from NARS. I tried their little balms. I use this one a lot in the summertime. And it just has a hint of color to it. You can see right here, it just has a hint of color to it, but it is super moisturizing and it feels cushiony on your lips. So I love that. I did try the Maracuja lip plumps, and I do like these. In fact, that's what I have on my lips today. I just did a lip liner, and then I put this on, and this one, I cannot tell you what color this is. I'm trying to remember what color it is. And I don't know if it's going to say on here. It does not say. It's not on the bottom. I will have to try to find it, and I will link it below. But this one that I got is definitely, it's like a pinky nude. And you can see it's just very subtle color. But again, these got the Maracuja oil in them, so they're very hydrating for your lips, and I do love that. Final products in our lip category is lip gloss. Okay. Probably everyone's favorite, and everybody talks about it, is Lawless the Filler. Love, love, love this. This is super hydrating. It's like their plumping one. Feels so good. Nice shine. nice. It's a little bit thicker, but I like that. It's going to stay on good. Love, love, love that. The other one that I tried for the first time is City Beauty. I like these, and I got 2 colors. I've got Los Angeles Lips, and then I've got their clear. I put this on sometimes in the morning while I'm getting ready and let it hydrate, because this has got skincare in it, like items that are going to not only plump your lip when you put it on, but if you keep using it over time, they are going to help your lips to stay hydrated and plumping. And I do love this. They are a little bit more expensive, ladies, but City Lips has sales on all the time. I would recommend trying them. That's when I got mine. It was buy one, get one. So they're normally, I think, almost $30 a piece. But if you get 2, buy one, get one free, then you're paying $15, which is almost what a drugstore one costs nowadays. Okay, gotta mention my favorite, and I'm sorry, they've been around for years. I have told you before that I worked at Bare Essentials or Bare Minerals years ago when they first came out, and they had a store in the mall. They opened up, this is when they were first starting up their stores, and they had opened up like in April at our mall, and in October I went in there, and it was getting closer to Christmas, and it was getting really busy, and I loved all of Bare Minerals products at the time. I loved their original foundation and everything. So I was helping everyone, and they actually offered me a job. So I took the job, and I ended up working there for like 3.5 years, 4 years, I think it was. And one of the products that they did have, which they were carried in our store, but it wasn't like one of their natural Bare Minerals products, was Buxom. And that was when I fell in love with Buxom. It's a plumping lip gloss. Yes, it's got the cool, tingly, icy feel to it, but I love that. I actually love it. It's like I put it on, it's like, ooh, wakes me up. Their colors are beautiful. And every year, Buxom comes out with a new set. I don't know if I can show you all these. And this was their set for this year. And I love it. You got 5 minis, and then you got the big one, which is called their... this is their collagen infused lip serum. This is their big one. This is the plump shot. And I love this one. This one's just got like a more neutrally brown color to it, which I do like. And I will mix it with like maybe a cooler, pinker lip liner and then put this on top. So it's not quite as brown, because that's not one of my favorite things. But, oh, I am missing one. It had a red one, my red one for Christmas. Oh, it's actually in my purse, because I've been wearing it. I was wearing it over the holidays, and I think I still have it in my purse. I haven't changed it out. I love that they have different ones that have a little bit of sparkle in them, but then they have ones that are actually more just like matte, not matte, but not shimmery. So I love that. Would highly recommend these. And this is the best way to go. That way you can get to try several different colors all at once. So with that, those are my 2023 high-end favorites. I tried to whip through these as fast as I could, but there's a lot of products that I tried, and these are the ones that, out of all that I tried, and I tried a lot more than this, these are the ones that I have gone back and used several times because I do love them, and I would highly recommend these products to anyone. So with that, thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that before you leave, you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, give it a big thumbs up, and share it with a friend. Go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again in the next video.